Stop that there. Lovely, lovely. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the X1 prototype, iX1, right? What's different? I don't know. There's a fella called Timo in the front, and he's going to talk on the walkie-talkie and tell me what's wrong with the car.
Okay, we're good to go.
There he is now.
To start our route, we will depart by turning right onto the road.
I'm getting a massage. My back is being massaged by the car. I don't have a complaint in that. It just is. Here we go. I'm on the wrong side of the car for this side of the road in England. Oh, we have Hans Zimmer has arrived. Again. There's a car in the middle of us. Oh. We now have a Golf in the middle of our drive, but it's okay. I have 196 miles of range on 77% battery. How do I stop that seat doing that thing? What a noise! So these have boost function as well, and also has adaptive recuperation, which we're trying to explain to Sarah. Timo's going to explain as well on the radio. I wish to tell us before we go out because I have to make films here. But adaptive recuperation is what we're talking about, which means the car makes up its mind how much recuperation it's going to give you when you decelerate. So when I just took my foot off there, nothing. It's coasting behind the car in front. It's not recuperating at all, and it will start to recuperate when it wants to, rather than you pushing and paddling and doing things in the back of the steering wheel to make that happen for you. The speed limit here is 30 miles an hour in this area. I'm actually doing 30 miles an hour because British people just do the speed limit. You learn a lot in Ireland. They actually do the speed limit here. Or well, some people drive at 50 miles an hour everywhere, all day. They don't speed up or slow down. They just drive at 50 on the motorway, and then they drive 50 on a 60, then they drive 50 on a 30, and they just keep on driving at 50. That's it. Hans Zimmer, if you're ever watching this, I'm one of your biggest fans, so whatever he does, I'm happy with. But that noise he makes for BMW is actually very good, because it's the first time in history we researched how to make noise, how to make a car make noise. Normally just makes its own noise. But now we can't stop meddling now. We like the noise of a car makes. And so now we're starting to put in stuff that is not car sounds. I don't know how he made that sound. We're back into the 50s. Let's turn on that noise again. That's deadly. Whee! Probably, I'm not great. I don't really like touchscreens. I think touchscreens, they work in an iPad sense of things, a tablet form. They work because you're not having to watch the road and stab a screen at the same time when you're using an iPad. This should technically make the car cheaper because you're taking away physical buttons that have to be designed and manufactured by somebody and put together, and it has to turn a certain way and has to have resistance and washers and things built in. So you should actually get a cheaper car out of it. But the cars aren't cheaper, the cars are more expensive, even though that software, it's a software doing that. Same as the air conditioning, it's all on a software. It's the way they're moving forward. There is some physical buttons down here, like the gear stick, the start, stop, the volume buttons are still physical, but it's the way that they're moving forward doing it. And because some of the people buying these cars have never had a physical knob, some new drivers are just getting these cars the first time with their family, and they get used to it very quickly. You do, but I still appreciate when you don't have to root through a menu to find a touchscreen. So far so good. I really like the ride quality, is very good. This car is gone into manufacturing actually today in Germany. It's starting to be made from today. Deliveries are expected in the UK in January, and you can order one pretty much now. So you can get them, you can order it, but you can't drive it just yet. So there will be some in dealerships to drive from around January-ish. And I was just talking to the people there from BMW UK and Germany. Sven is here. We've met Sven before on another trip. Sven is a lovely guy. Does engine or does electric drivetrain development and battery technology. So that's where I get a lot of my information about battery stuff. People say, you know, how do you know this stuff? Where are you getting this stuff from? This isn't up on the internet. Because I talk to the people who make the batteries, the ones who make the drivetrain, the one who adapts the motors, the engines, the gearboxes, those guys are the guys we meet on trips like this. That's where the information comes from. So it's coming from the source. The adaptive recuperation is something I can feel. I can feel recuperation on, then it's off, then it's on, then it's off. Interesting. I don't know how much efficiency that works out to be. I'm sure Timo there and the team behind it strive to be efficient with this car, because this is the family vehicle that people are buying, SUVs. For some wild out reason, the buyer today tends to go for these kind of an SUV shaped vehicle. Whereas that's the car you should be buying, which is just a 3 Series, just dropped by their brand new one of the press vehicles, and that car is the one you should be buying. We hope we'll have an electric one eventually. One pedal driving this is kind of weird. So for EV people who know what you're talking about, one pedal driving is something you could do in EV. So you get enough recuperation that the car is braking for you essentially without using the friction brakes. So it's recuperating a lot. So if you want to do one pedal driving in this, because of the adaptive recuperation, you can't essentially, because the car is deciding how much recuperation you need. So it's actually, you will touch the friction brakes a lot. I think BMW are now getting to that point where they're going to start pushing hard on the accelerator pedal of the electricity. That'll be pretty good. Hopefully it'll work out for you, because this is a really well planted, really well put together car. I still would like to see some of the buttons come back. Even the temperature control would be nice, because I do still have to take my eye off the road to find the temperature control, and it is a very small little minus button or plus button there if I do want to change it. And I know people say, but how often do you change the temperature control? I do, actually, I do. And it's the same for the radio. BBC Radio 1 is on right now. Where do I change that? Like, I can ask, would I ask? BBC Radio 6 music. Oh, I played it. It's on.
Radio 6 music.
First class. Voice control is the rocket. Yeah, there's a BBC Radio 6 music, I think. They were talking, not playing music. So voice control, maybe, whether that works for you, whether you like that or not, I don't know. You just press the thing. Sometimes it doesn't work with Siri. You have to say, hey BMW. Hey BMW. BBC Radio 2. First class, works both times.
BBC Radio 2.
First class. First ever voice control that has worked in any car flawlessly twice. Oh, you can do this as well, can't you? Temperature 19 degrees.
I will set the temperature to 19 degrees Celsius for the driver.
I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done here. I'm done here. You've sold it, BMW. We're done. That's all I needed to know. That the car can do everything I want to do from the voice. The voice has it. And Hans Zimmer's noise. And there's a sport mode. And you can do that. Oh, what was that? What was that noise? Hang on a second. We'll do it again. Boost is on. Oh yeah! That boost mode is deadly on your dashboard. Oh, I like this. This is good. Yes, you should buy one of these. You'd like it, I promise. Anyway, let me gather my thoughts and we'll do a proper sum up on this car back at home base. So look, I need to sum this up really. BMW are on a winner with that car. The X1 is a good car, but I think that BEV version is going to be a big winner for them. It drives well, it handles well, feels good, but it doesn't feel like an electric car, and I think that's what we want. We don't want a car, I think, that looks overtly electric. I think there's a massive market for cars that just look like ordinary SUV type cars you would have seen up the road all along, but now running electric, and it's very good. I'm going to leave you with this house behind me here. A beautiful place, great trip, had a great time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've hit the subscribe button. I hope you like to look at that X1 and the X7 and the BMW 3 Series and all the ones that I tested here today as well. Super day out. Now I have to go and get a train at 2:30 to get me down to London. I gotta go to London here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you hit the subscribe button, and until the next time, I'll see you on the far side of London.